जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी।
यमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी।
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 नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य
नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिकी। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 9, Text number 40. ललित गति विलास वल्गुहास।
ललित गति विलास वल्गुहास।
प्रणय निरीक्षण कल्पितोरुमानाः।
प्रणय निरीक्षण कल्पितोरुमानाः।
कृतमनु कृतवत्य उन्मादनन्दाः।
कृतमनु कृतवत्य उन्मादनन्दाः। प्रकृतिम्
अगन्कीलयस्य गोपवध्वः।
प्रकृतिम् अगन्कीलयस्य गोपीवधवः। ललित गति विलास वल्गुहास।
ललित गति विलास वल्गुहास। प्रणय निरीक्षण कल्पितोरुमानाः। कृतमनु कृतवत्य उन्मादान्धः। प्रकृतिम् अगन्कीलयस्य गोपीवध्वः। ललित अट्रैक्टिव। गति मूवमेंट। विलास fascinating acts. Valguhasa sweet smiling. Pranaya loving. Nirikshana looking upon. Kalpita mentality. Urumana highly glorified. Kritamanu kritavatya in the act of copying the movement. Unmad andha
Munmara Mangaha,
gone mad in ecstasy,
from man
Prakratim,
Prakritim,
characteristics,
characteristics,
Agana,
Agama,
underwent,
Anuva,
Kila,
Hira,
certainly,
Certainly,
Yasya,
Yasya,
whose,
Sri,
Gopavadvaha,
Gopi Rajava,
the cowherd themselves.
Rahul Gandhi.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Sriti Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Let my mind be fixed upon Lord Shri Krishna, whose motions and smiles of love attracted the damsels of Brajadhama. The damsels imitated the characteristic movements of the Lord after his disappearance from the Rasadam. That's an explanation. Please repeat. Let my mind
Let my mind
be fixed upon Lord Shri Krishna,
be fixed on Lord Sri Krishna,
whose motions and smiles
whose motion and smile
of love
of love,
attracted the damsels of Brajadhama.
attracted the Ram, who was Ram.
The damsels imitated
The damsels imitated
the characteristic movements
the characteristic moment
of the Lord.
of the Lord.
Report. By intense ecstasy in loving service, the damsels of Brajabhumi attained qualitative oneness with the Lord by dancing with him on an equal level, embracing him in nuptial love, smiling at him in joke, and looking at him with a loving attitude. The relation of the Lord with Arjuna is undoubtedly praiseworthy for devotees like Bhishma Deva. But the relation of the gopis with the Lord is still more praiseworthy because of their still more purified loving service. By the grace of the Lord, Arjuna was fortunate enough to have the fraternal service of the Lord as chariot driver, but the Lord did not award Arjuna with equal strength. The gopis, however, practically became one with the Lord by attainment of equal footing with the Lord. Bhishma's aspiration to remember the gopis is a prayer to have their mercy also at the last stage of his life. The Lord is satisfied more when his pure devotees are glorified. And therefore, Bhishma Deva has not only glorified the acts of Arjuna, his immediate object of attraction, but has also remembered the gopis who were endowed with unrivaled opportunities by rendering loving service to the Lord. The gopis' equality with the Lord should never be misunderstood to be like the Sayujya liberation of the impersonalist. The equality is one of perfect ecstasy where the differential conception is completely eradicated. For the interest of the lover and the beloved become identical. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana-Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Iti Namine. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Karine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Lalita Gati Vilasa Valguhasa Pranaya Nirikshana Kalpito Rumanaha Kritamanu Kritavatya Unmadhandaha Prakritim Agankila Yasya Gopavadvaha. Let my mind be fixed upon Lord Shri Krishna, whose motions and smiles of love attracted the damsels of Brajadhama. The damsels imitated the characteristic movements of the Lord. So Bhishma Deva is continuing describing his desire to fix his gaze, his whole concentration on Lord Krishna. And as I have been saying always that these are all the techniques to remember Krishna. You know what Bhishma Deva is teaching us is that how can we remember Krishna? How can we concentrate on Krishna? How can we meditate on Krishna? So how he is doing it here, if you see, he's just narrating the pastimes. He's remembering the pastimes of Krishna, different pastimes. And he's narrating his bodily features. You know, like here he's saying Lalita. Lalita is very attractive. Movement, Gati. And then Vilasa, his acts. And then his smile, Valgu Hasa. Valgu means small, sweet. So just by looking at that, he remembers the Rasa dance. And he's talking about the gopis here for the first time. The Prabhupada says he was so far glorifying Arjuna and Yudhishthira and Pandavas and everything. Now he's turning to gopis because Prabhupada says gopis are greater than Arjuna. They are the highest. And among the gopis, we know that the main gopi, Radharani, is the highest. Gopis and Radharani are at almost at the same level, except that Radharani is just special. You know, like what they say? Equal among equals? No, not equal. What is that? Superior among equals. They're all equals, but then somebody is little. Radharani is like that. Because she is the first expansion of Krishna. But gopis are no less. And here, when I was reading the purport, Prabhupada says, Krishna he gave Arjuna so many things. He drove his chariot. But he did not give him his own strength. You know, like Arjuna's strength was there. Big strength, but still there was a limit. He could not imitate Krishna in any way. You know. Whereas gopis, they got the same strength as Krishna. You know, because when they are dancing, in the Rasa dance, they are one to one. Nobody can say I'm superior or junior or something, because otherwise the dance cannot happen. If you want a really good dance, then both the partners must be equally strong. Equal in, not only strong, equal in everything. So here, Bhishma Deva is just remembering that pastime, which he had not seen. He had only heard, but nobody could see that. So, the gopis, after Krishna disappeared, they are copying him, you know, they are just doing the same movement like Krishna was doing. And that is what is pleasing Bhishma Deva, and that is what should be pleasing us. So he just remembers that and he says, let my mind be fixed upon Lord Shri Krishna. So his smile, of course, everybody knows. Gopis were so much attached to Krishna. And they're all not, only young girls. You know, they're all sizes, all shapes, sizes, ages. And they used to complain to Brahma. And what was the complaint? You know, people have many complaints, but their complaint was very unique. They said, why have you made this, blinking of eyes? We have to blink the eyes every now and then. So they complained that, why did you do this? It's wrong. Because when we are blinking for that fraction of a moment, we miss Krishna. It should be like wide open, that's all. Why did you create this? Of course, medically speaking, they created because it cleanses your eyes every time you do that. It's like a wiper. But gopis are not bothered about material things, like wiper and this and that. They say just, we want to see Krishna forever. I mean, you can imagine when Krishna is going in the morning with the cows, They almost come to the end of the village, to just see him off. Although, and because the elderly had told them that you should not go beyond the village boundary, that's an etiquette, that's a system. But they would go up to there and then they will wait for him to come back. And sometimes when he won't come and just stay back in the kunja, some kunja, Vrindavan is something like 12 kunjas, vanas, the forest. He'll stay there and then start playing his flute to please Radharani. But his gopis, when they heard that flute, to describe that they'll just run. They'll forget all the instructions of the elderly people, They not dress properly, not comb their hair, because in India especially you see the ladies, the long hair and they comb their hair, oil it nicely. So they would just go, their ornaments are scattered and there's no external consciousness. What am I doing? Why should I be doing? They simply run. Just to have the glimpse of Krishna again. Because we know Krishna is the most beautiful, handsome. And of course Radharani is again, better than Krishna in many ways. That's what Krishna says, thinks. So, in a way, gopis became one with the Lord because they were on the same footing, especially during the Rasa dance. And that also they were doing as a service to Krishna. So there is this is very, very difficult for people to digest. But we have to keep reminding them that this love affair of Krishna, the pranaya, is not mundane, it's not ordinary. It's something beyond our mental conception. Because we don't want to go beyond our mental conception, we have this problem. We think that it must be something. After all, Krishna was doing this and Krishna was doing that and things like that. So again, there again Prabhupada one more time says that Krishna wants to glorify his devotees. So through Bhishma Deva, now Bhishma Deva is glorifying gopis. So, somehow or the other, the devotees of the Lord get glorified. And this is how the Bhishma Deva, as I said, we must take this to our heart and learn from it. So thank you very much. I'd like to stop here. If you have any questions? Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
I put that line in the last one I figured out. So I'll try again.